Our theme for this week is Stand Against False Teaching. Our theme is broken down into 3 imperatives, that is, 3 commands. The first is, do not be seduced by false teaching. Paul was talking to young Timothy. By extension, he was talking to the church of Ephesus that was situated in an area where false worship, idolatry was quite prevalent. And so the church would automatically have to they had to be dealing with these false teachings, these false idol worshipping, all kinds of things. And Paul was warning Timothy to not allow these spirits, these false teachings to seduce him, and by extension the church. I think it is quite appropriate, it is quite relevant to us, because we are living in a time where false teaching is prevalent, and there are many out there who are adorning themselves as good teachers, but they are false teachers, and they are seducing the people of God to go after false gods. These false gods may not be like literal idols, literal statues, but they are other things that false preachers and false teachers may be pointing you to. So I think this Sunday school will help you to equip you to be able to discern these false seducing spirits and teachings so as to avoid them. The next imperative is to preach and teach the word. So Paul was commanding, in a sense, young Timothy to preach and teach the word at all times. You may not be a preacher or a quote-unquote professional preacher, but you have been commissioned by Christ according to Matthew chapter 28, 19, 20, and so on. You have been commissioned by Christ to share the word, to make disciples. You should not be proclaiming anything other than the word of God. So I want you to go to Sunday school and let this be cemented in your minds that you must share the gospel, preach the gospel, teach the gospel, and only the gospel of the crucified Christ. Finally, I want you to pay attention to the command, which is quite close to the first imperative. This one is avoid false teachers and their teachings. So it's not just your responsibility to avoid seducing spirits and seducing teachings, but you have to discern, you have to be careful of the people that you listen to. Do not support false teachers. Do not promote false teachers, and do not promote or share their teaching, because the wrath of God will also come upon you if you partner with these teachers in sending people to hell, in leading people away from Christ. So pay very close attention to these imperatives. Don't just learn them, but put them into practice, follow them, and share the word, and also share his Sunday school preview. God bless you. Enjoy Sunday school.